If I asked you why you want to invest in real estate, most people would answer with one word: money. But here's the problem. Most beginners don't actually know which kind of money they're chasing. Some are chasing monthly income. Others are chasing long-term growth. And many don't realize they're mixing the two without understanding the risks involved. That misunderstanding is exactly why so many investors quit. Why do they stall? Why do they panic during market shifts? And why do they make emotional decisions that cost them years? I'm your host, Davidson. Today, we're breaking down cash flow versus appreciation, not in theory, not in buzzwords, but in a way that will help you avoid costly beginner mistakes and build real, sustainable wealth. By the end of this episode, you'll clearly know what cash flow really does for you, why appreciation is powerful but dangerous if misunderstood, and most importantly, which strategy fits your current season of life. Number 1, what cash flow really is and why beginners need it. Let's start with cash flow, because this is where beginners either win early or struggle unnecessarily. Cash flow is simple. It's the money left over after all expenses are paid: mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, property management, vacancies. If money is still coming in after all that, you have cash flow. Now here's what most beginners don't realize. Cash flow is not about getting rich fast. Cash flow is about staying in the game long enough to get rich at all. For beginners, cash flow does 3 critical things. 1, it builds confidence. When your property pays you every month, even a few $100s, you stop second guessing yourself. You see proof that the numbers work. 2, it creates margin for mistakes. Repairs happen. Tenants leave. Unexpected expenses pop up. Cash flow gives you breathing room instead of stress. 3, it keeps you in the game. Most investors don't quit because they picked the wrong city. They quit because the property didn't support their life. Cash flow might not be flashy. It doesn't make headlines, but it pays bills, absorbs shocks, and gives you peace of mind. And for beginners, peace of mind is priceless. Appreciation, powerful but dangerous if misunderstood. Now let's talk about appreciation, the shiny object that attracts most new investors. Appreciation is the increase in property value over time. And yes, it's powerful. Many fortunes were built on appreciation. But here's the danger: appreciation is not guaranteed, is out of your control, and it's not real money until you sell or refinance. If your deal only works because the market keeps going up, you're not investing. You're speculating. Let me say that again. If your deal depends on appreciation to survive, it's speculation. Markets move in cycles. Interest rates change, jobs leave cities. Rents stall. When appreciation slows or reverses, cash flow is what keeps investors alive. That's why appreciation should be treated as a bonus, not the foundation, a long-term reward, not a monthly strategy. Smart investors enjoy appreciation. Wise investors don't rely on it to survive. Choosing the right strategy for your season. Here's the truth most gurus won't tell you. Not every strategy fits every season of life. Let's break it down simply. Beginners need cash flow. Experienced investors can leverage appreciation. If you're early in your journey, you need stability, forgiveness, time to learn. Cash flow buys you all 3. You don't need aggressive leverage. You don't need market timing. You don't need to bet big. You need deals that cover themselves, reduce stress, let you sleep at night. Later, when you have reserves, experience, and multiple properties, then appreciation becomes a powerful accelerator. But too many beginners try to skip steps and end up overwhelmed, stuck, or burned. Number 4, the balanced investor mindset. The strongest investors don't argue. Cash flow versus appreciation. They ask better question: how do I structure deals that do both while protecting the downside? Balanced investors look for properties that cash flow today, appreciate over time, make sense even if the market slows. They don't chase hype. They don't rush decisions. They respect numbers more than emotions. This mindset builds wealth slowly, intentionally, sustainably, and that's how real portfolios are built, not overnight, but over decades. Let's bring it home. Cash flow keeps you alive. Appreciation helps you grow. But wisdom is knowing which one to prioritize right now. If you master this distinction early, you avoid unnecessary stress, you avoid emotional investing, you avoid years of frustration and regret. Real estate rewards patience, clarity, and discipline. If today's episode helped clarify your thinking, follow the podcast, subscribe wherever you're listening. Every Monday, we break real estate down so beginners can move with confidence, not confusion. I'm your host, Davidson. and I'll see you in the next episode.